Welcome to the show. It's Real Talk with the Sixth Man. I'm your host, the Sixth Man. This podcast is uncut, unscripted, and we talk about a wide range of topics. Black entrepreneurship, social injustice, education, finances, the family dynamic, Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, and mental health, along with many more. It's a Real Talk podcast to empower, educate, encourage, uplift, and inspire, and to allow others to be better than they were yesterday. No, I really don't know what's going on tonight, man. Normally this thing flow a little smoother than what it's doing, but I told y'all I don't let the small stuff get to me, man. Technology, it do what it do, man. So some reason when it go live, it do something. It be trying to catch up and do what it do. I don't know, but we here. It's the third Thursday of the month, and like I told y'all, I was gonna try to come back with a guest, man, and do something special. So we're gonna see what's going on with my co-host. Because the last time I spoke to her, she said she was under like a heating blanket with the heat on, and she wanted to make sure couldn't nobody hear that she had the heat on. So we gonna see if she thrown out because she was talking about she couldn't. Yeah, we're gonna see what. Oh, okay. That she good now.
I'm good.
I got the heat on. Can you hear it? I'm like, no, I can't.
I have a space here going on, and on my lap I have a comforter. I have a blanket.
What's the temperature and what's the temperature right now?
It's 56 degrees. It doesn't. Kevin, it's not even about the temperature outside of my room. It's just it's cold.
Oh, okay.
It's cold. So this is one of those.
So what's the weather? What's the weather been like down there? Like recently? Like what's the like? I mean, I hear sometimes y'all go to like. Sometimes I hear y'all go to like. Y'all be at 70 and then y'all drop down to 40. I'll be like, wait, what? Like that's crazy.
I know. But I want to say it's been like in the 50s. Well, the high has been like in the 50s. And of course, in the morning it's like in the 40s, but it's been in the 50s. So I'm hoping it will warm up. Because remember, I don't know if you know, but it's like a couple weeks ago we had like a little warm spell, but now it's like back to 50s again.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So when do y'all normally warm up again? Like I forgot. Like is it towards the end?
Shut up! Like you been gone for so long. I forgot. I don't even know when y'all want. Yeah, I hate you. you been gone.
I really forget.
I would say it's going to start getting. I think towards the end of this month.
What's up, family? I'm speaking to everybody in the chat. What's going on, everybody in the chat? What's going on? So y'all know how we do, man. It's the third Thursday of the month, man, and I'm sorry, the first Thursday of the month. So the first Thursday of the month we go live. Third Thursday of the month we gonna record on the Spotify platform, and this week is no different, right? So I said I wanted to start, highlighting some entrepreneurs who do some great things in the community, and I feel like sometimes. We know people who do stuff, but we don't necessarily get to meet them. Like we hear what they do and probably see some of their products and stuff like that. But it's nothing like actually getting to, see them and get to talk to them, get to learn them a little bit. So this young lady that we're gonna interview and talk to tonight, man. Like I said in the description, she's been a family friend for a long time. And when I say young, and I was a young, like she know me when I was a youngster. Like she'll probably say some shit tonight that I'll be like, damn, yeah, I remember that. But I mean, it's just great to have good connections with people and then seeing them doing so good in the community. And like on this platform, we open up the door for anybody to come on to kind of, talk about their brand. We promote positivity on all levels and just want to see what she's been up to. So this person, Miss Joy Curtis Proctor, she's been active in the community now, and I want her to tell her story, man. Like she actually has a very lucrative business, and she actually did a floral arrangement for my grandmother's memorial. And when I found out it was her, I was like, because that day I was kind of just like everywhere. And then when she told me that she did it, and I thought back, went to my mother's house and saw it, I was like, damn, okay, good job. So I was appreciative of that. So again, long time friend. I think that the conversation will be good because I told her we gonna throw her some curveball towards the end, but I think she'll be able to handle them because she's a nice person. So we gonna introduce Miss Joy Curtis Proctor.
Look here, I was about to fire Kevin up talking
Why?
about. I mean, how's the weather up there? I don't know how the weather.
Did you hear him?
I was like, if he don't let me in this chat, stop playing
Oh
games.
man.
Like he's never lived here. Like
Listen.
you know what's going on.
I mean,
It's my life now, though, y'all. Come on, it's my life now. I maybe things changed in the last 2 years. I haven't been there in 2 years.
No, it has.
Okay. Anyway, hey everybody, how's it going?
What's going on? Hey, listen. So Joy, look, we gonna start. We gonna just kind of run right into this. So
Okay.
I like to ask people who know me that come on the show. I like to ask them a memorable moment about us. Like, how do you do you remember anything that kind of sticks out? And I hope you don't talk about something that I think you might talk about, but if you don't, it's all good. But
I
is it any?
mean, okay, so I got a few.
Well,
So
if they're not too bad.
from younger years, I mean, my cousin stayed around his way. So, so we, them P12 days, yes, we all good with that.
Yeah.
But y'all didn't know Kevin had a very lucrative modeling career when he was, yeah.
What?
Wow. You went straight to you. You said, oh, I got a few, and then you just went straight to it, huh? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. No, so are you? So can I ask what you're doing right now? Like you're not like looking for anything, right? You just thinking back to the memory, right?
Like is Joy? Oh yeah. Oh, she's frozen.
Oh, she's frozen. Why?
Yeah, she just said frozen.
Oh wow. She gonna have to go back and come back in then. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Update, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
I wasn't looking for the picture. I wasn't looking.
I was looking like, wait, what is she doing?
She got evidence. She has.
I was ready to be blown. I was ready to be blown. All right, so we're gonna let you finish.
Yes. So as a little girl, Kevin's mom is a hairstylist, and I used to go to the same hairdresser that she worked in.
Oh, okay.
And so they had a fashion show. And can y'all hear?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm so glad it's breaking up. I'm so glad it's breaking up. I'm so happy about that it's breaking up. I mean, not that it's breaking up, but I'm so happy that it's breaking up.
This is about to be a story about how
man, what? I'm about to tell her she banned.
Kevin, you on the runway.
No, not on the runway. Just something slight, nothing too crazy, nothing.
I'm mad, Joy. It's frozen. Got frozen.
I'm not mad. I'm actually happy.
I want.
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, I know she's gonna come back, but I'm actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I had to turn the music off and everything. Listen. So when I was younger, my grandmother, she worked for the post office, and they had this this annual event that they used to do, like a little talent show or whatever. So I would go every year, just to just to go. But then it got to a point where they wanted us to, show talent and do stuff. So I used to dance a little bit, do the Will Smith, parents don't understand, all that, So I ain't think she was gonna go right at it though. I mean, I got a few stories, and then just went right smack at it. I'm
I
like,
mean,
oh,
went to the most embarrassing, the most
oh
embarrassing.
man, I'm like, man, come on, man, I still need to open that door, man. Like, dang, but
Ah,
yeah, I mean, I used to, I was a kid. I mean, like any other kid, I was a kid, and I used to do the parents don't understand. Um, I used to do all the Will Smith songs. I used to do all them songs. I remember we had a talent show. We danced off Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison. Like we did a lot of little.
mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she gonna go down that lane. She gonna go down that lane. I didn't think she was gonna go smack like straight at it, but she went smack straight at it. I'm like, damn, yeah, wow.
Oh, man.
You you good yet?
So I had the janky iPad. So now I'm on the
Oh,
phone. Whatever.
okay.
Okay.
But yes, Kevin and his modeling career.
No, no. Why you
You
call it
did that.
modeling career? It wasn't a modeling career. It was just we was kids.
Yeah, no. You was getting it. Like, yes.
Oh my
I think he
God.
had like a whole dance routine and all that. Yes. I'm
Mm.
very proud to say I'm his friend. I am.
You see, look, you seen him through all that through
Oh.
All of it.
modeling career. Now.
So the part that she leaving out though is that we did a dance routine together. So
I
she
just
she
said that. I
Oh,
didn't
oh
I don't
okay.
remember being in it. But I know you
You
was
don't
in it.
remember being in it. It was me, you, Dwayne. I can't think of the other girl name right now, but yeah, we had our little outfits on.
what? So
Yeah.
y'all like, oh, y'all were really
Oh, we did it. We
performers.
did
Y'all
a
full of
whole Belle Biv DeVoe situation. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
playing like she
Yeah.
wasn't
wow.
there. You was
See,
there.
like these people think they having events now. We was doing events back in the 80s.
That is
Yeah.
true. We were younger. There was more talent shows and stuff like
Yes.
that back then.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was.
It
It
really.
really
Hey,
was.
listen. We used,
Mm-hmm.
we used to. Hey.
Then
Y'all
we
were
had
serious.
moments at Dale State.
We did.
We had
We did.
moments at Dale State where I was an unofficial student, never registered, but went to class.
At the
And
class on campus, all
right
that.
on campus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that.
So
That was crazy.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
feel like I could put that on my resume if I needed to.
Dale State, absolutely, absolutely. I don't see no problem with that.
Absolutely could.
Yeah, I
Absolutely could.
mean, listen, you wasn't on your own with that one because everybody
Right.
had a homie who had a homie who had a homie. You
Right.
you
No,
come outside
absolutely.
on campus, you like, Nick, hold on, what the fuck you doing? Oh, that's my man. Oh, you know, oh, what's
No.
up?
Exactly.
Like,
But that's how it
damn.
was at Dale State. Like how people think my sister went to Dale State. She didn't go there.
Exactly.
They
I
just think
actually
she
thought
did.
she did go there. I mean,
Think she did.
honestly, I used to be
That's
like, yeah, what the fuck? I don't
she
go here.
did.
What? Fuck,
She
you
was just
always
up in
here.
there. Yeah.
Like, what
I
the
had a
fuck?
whole family at home and everything. I was like, I'll be back.
Yeah, going to party, going to party.
I
So,
know.
so I mean,
Okay, so go ahead. Let's get into
no,
this. Go
no.
ahead.
So,
My bad.
so no, I did want people to know that we did have a history, and it was a
Y-
positive history, right? I mean, I
Yes,
think
yes,
that
yes, yes.
it's always good to have this history with your guests and people that you talk to because I don't want people to think that I'm just randomly,
And
talking
friends.
to people. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. To this
friends.
day, yeah, yeah,
And
That's
opposite
true.
sex, but just friends.
yeah,
Not a lot of folks can say that and still be all good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, I was still on the outskirts because everybody was still a little older than me. So y'all used to do y'all little, teenager stuff, and I had to go, do, what I was doing. So it's
Evan,
all
you are
good.
not that much younger. Don't even do that.
I'm, I'm saying no, no. I mean, I'm saying when everybody was like booed up, when everybody had their little boo thing, I had to go do other stuff. So I mean,
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
so Joy, listen. So like I said again, I wanted to get you on because I want people to kind of know what you're doing out here. So I kind of want people to know more about Joy and tell them a little bit about your journey and how far you came and what you overcame and adapt. I think we can do kind of use the book first. You know what I'm saying? To kind
Okay.
of pair that with the journey because you kind of shared that in your opening and you share
Yeah.
some information. So I'm gonna let you share that with the people yourself. But kind of tell us who Joy is, and then walk us through the book, and then we'll kind of lead into the entrepreneurship part of you as well, but kind of open up and tell people who Joy is and a little bit about
Okay.
this.
So I'm Joy, born and raised Washington, D.C., PG County girl. Went to school in D.C. Went to the Duke Ellington School of Performing Arts.
Okay.
Yes. Now I am a mother, a wife, a daughter, friend, entrepreneur, author, and still a 9-to-5 worker. Because I'm not one of those entrepreneurs that's like, oh, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna do that. Nah, I like getting my check twice a month, and
Yes.
I'll still hustle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah.
heard the dude on Instagram talking about that. Why do people get rid of their 9 to 5s when they become
Too early.
entrepreneurs? And it all made sense. I was like,
I
dang, this
mean,
shit makes
it
sense.
ain't, it's not for everybody. Now, if you don't like your job, okay, that's one thing. But my job, they don't bother me, so I'm good. So, and like I said, I like getting that check coming in, dropped in my
Absolutely.
account.
Yes.
I still look forward to my direct deposit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, we looking good. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So, about the book. So
Yeah.
I grew up, went to Catholic school all my life, up until Duke Ellington, and grew up with a learning disability. I had dyslexia. With reading was a difficult chore. It was a chore for me.
Mm.
But I overcame that, and what was it, about 2-3 years ago, I wrote a book called The Wicked Stepmother, or Maybe Not. It's a fiction, short read. Here it is, short read. So what made me think about writing this book was I became a stepmother. And as some may know, being a step parent is not always the best feeling. It doesn't always give you the best feeling. People
Right.
don't always perceive you as the best person. So that's why I said, or maybe not. So instead of putting my whole personal situation out there, I took the Cinderella story with the wicked stepmother and turned it around.
Mm.
So where she wasn't a wicked stepmother, Cinderella was just spoiled, and
Mm.
she needed to do these damn chores up in this house. And
Okay. Okay.
right.
These
And
damn
they come
chores in
to
this house.
realize that both of them were struggling. The stepmother lost two husbands,
Mm.
and Cinderella lost both parents. So, you know, they came together in the end. So that's pretty much the story in a nutshell. But that was huge for me, growing up with a learning disability and then writing a book. And I still don't feel like reading my own book, because even with writing it, you got to read it over and over
Yeah.
and over and edit and over, and that's still a chore. But I'm
Yeah.
so proud of myself that I just got it out there. Yeah. So
So so I
that's
guess for
about the
me,
book.
I'm wondering because I think about the days when my brother used to have that yellow bus backing up to the house to come and pick him up because he had to go to this school because I can't remember what type of like I don't want to say disability, but what type of
Yes.
learning. I
Yeah.
guess
I
you would
know.
call it a
I know what you're
disability, right?
saying.
Okay.
Hmm.
And so he had something. I can't remember what it was, and this bus used to come and pick him up all the time. But I mean, it
Right.
didn't, it was. To me, it was a bus that was coming to
Right.
pick him up from school. I ain't look at it like it was like nothing
Yeah. It
crazy.
was.
But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, kids can be cruel. So how was it kind of like in
Mm.
school when kids knew that or if they found out that you had this disability?
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't really know that I was that much different. Or at least then, I didn't know I was different, even though, they had the separate reading groups and all of
Mm.
that, like you in the Red Robin or the Blue Jay reading group and all that back
Oh
in the
wow, you
day.
took it
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
remember
I
that.
mean, it was, but I didn't recognize that it was really affecting me until later in life. It was just like, okay, this is what it is, what it's going to be,
Right.
But I grew up with that, and it did affect me. It throughout life, where I thought I couldn't compete, or here I am going on Dale State's campus when I could have just registered and went to Dale State
Yeah,
and
that would
figured
have
it
been fun.
out, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But I, I I was blessed with two parents that helped me along. They really did, but they were much older, and by the time high school got there, it was like, we just need you to graduate, sis, please.
Get you out of here.
Yeah.
and
It's a
and
lot
I was a
going on.
handful, so it was like, look, them high school years are all foggy. It's smoke filled,
So
smoke filled.
Hmm. Interesting.
wow.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Joy, but how did you, I guess, eventually get over it, or is because I'm not too familiar with dyslexia. Is it something that you're still affected with even now, or is it just something that you eventually can just just get over?
So I have heard of people getting over it. So it's a disability with learning like your phonics and reading words backwards, seeing words back, letters backwards.
Hmm.
And because I was never a big reader, like some people, just like with anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. But I love me some television. Ever since I was a little girl, I love me some TV. I would watch a documentary all day long on
Yeah.
any and everything. Any and
Mm-hmm.
don't give me a book. If it's a book, put it in audio. I'll listen to it. But but so it's something I'm sure you can get over it. I still probably have some trouble, but I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you
not it's
know.
not something that stops you. I can
Oh
dig that.
no. Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no, no. Oh no. And I'm a book. Oh, I'm an author of a book.
I was about to
Right.
say, yeah.
Yeah, so
So when I was
There
reading
you
the
go.
preface of the book and I saw that, I was like, hold on. So
mm,
she had this dyslexia, but now she's writing. I said, so see
Right.
right there, that's letting me know
yeah.
that just because you say you start at one point don't mean that's where you're gonna end up.
Mm.
You know
But
what I
let me
mean?
all exactly. But let me also say, I also did or still do therapy.
Mm.
Okay.
So ever since I was a little girl, my mother has always had me in therapy. You
Okay.
know, so I do talk therapy. I've taken medicine. I've done it all. So it's like, okay, I know that this is good for me. Where
Okay.
our community, I think we starting to shine more of a light on it,
Yes.
which I'm
Mm-hmm.
so grateful for it. That okay, I love the Lord too, but He wants you to go get some therapy, and if you
Yes.
need a little meds, go on and get you a little meds. It's all right. Ain't nobody
Mm-hmm.
judging, and if they judging you, dang for you. It's okay.
Yes. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
I mean, I think even here, on the platform that I've created, we try to have this safe place where people can have these conversations about mental health in a safe environment. 'Cause there's no judgment or anything
Hmm.
like that. And I think ever since I started this process, that I even told him, Métis, I've shared it with a couple of my guests, and I tell them that for me, it's like therapy for me to get off
Yes.
some of
Mm.
the stuff that I can't release to anybody
Yes.
else. So when I get here, I can talk about some stuff that I thought about yesterday. I can share with some people my thoughts. And I mean, even if they give me, or what I don't necessarily agree with that, because now you
Yeah.
giving me your
Yeah.
perspective. So now
Yes.
I've always led this kind of platform that I created to say, we can disagree, but let's disagree respectfully. Let's not get
Yes.
all crazy and
Oh.
just
Mm.
because your perspective is yours and mine is mine, and
That
I don't
takes
necessarily,
growth and
you know,
maturity, though.
yeah,
That
yeah,
takes growth and maturity,
yeah.
and not everybody has it. And I'm still. This is why I don't really have too many. I'm non-confrontational because it's really no gray area. So I rather most times not talk about it. I'm like, you know what? You
Right.
good. All right. If that's how you
Right.
feel, that's how you
Yeah.
feel. We ain't
Right.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
And see,
That's
it's not that easy for me because I put myself out there. So
yeah.
I'm talking about I've had all types of DMs. I've had all types of people ask me about certain topics. And so what I do sometimes is I try to throw them in the group and I'll try to say, yeah, so let me ask you this. If you know somebody because they ask me, they be like, can you put this in the group? Can you
Yeah.
see what people think? I'll be like,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
ain't somebody gonna know that it was ain't nobody gonna know because she not in the group, or she ain't gonna know because she not in the group. I mean, because listen, it's I ain't gonna say so many, but it's so many things that I've learned over the past couple years that we've had the group. Like I've even found out that it's a couple relationships that kind of blossom within the group. I was like,
What?
what? I was like,
Look at
wow,
you out here making love
And love,
man. Listen,
love connections.
I was like, man, let me
What?
find out.
Yes.
So
Wow.
I think over the years, it has like the group itself has morphed into this thing on its own because it's not
Yeah.
like I'm the main attraction. It's like some days I'm not on here at all, and then I go on a group and I see some of these posts. I'll be like, man, these motherfuckers in this group
Look
is
at Devin
crazy.
doing Black Planet. Look at him.
Look, Joy, black people meet.
Black.
Black people meet.
But if you think about it, Joy, think about it. Like
Hmm.
it started in COVID. Like we started it,
Oh
well, yeah,
yeah.
in
Oh yeah.
COVID. So it was like we had a DJ in the group. He used to come on Zoom. Like we
Hmm.
used to have wind down whatever Thursday,
Yes.
Tuesday. Whenever the DJ wanted to come on, he would hit me with the link, put it in the group. What y'all drinking? What y'all sipping? So it's just been
Mhm.
I mean, it was just a thought. Like you, even with your book, it was just a thought. One day, I'm in the
Yes.
bed. I didn't really think about it. I didn't think how it was gonna blossom. I just was like, I mean, I know other people that got groups on Facebook. Let me start my own group, and just did it. And I want to say, in less than 30 days, we had a couple hundred members. I was
Yes.
like, damn.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
we chatting and we talking, and it's every day, all day. Made you remember we used to do Clubhouse and be on Clubhouse for
Wow.
12 hours.
I,
12
yes.
hours.
Yes.
Listen,
All
listen,
night. You like, I
listen.
gotta go to
I
bed.
remember I was on Clubhouse one night. I went to sleep.
12
I
hours.
literally took a nap. I literally took a nap and woke up, and these fools were still
Because
talking. I
the
was like,
conversations
what
would get
the fuck?
the
I don't
conversations would get
even like
so
people like
lit.
that. I don't
Yo,
even.
They
yo.
would get so the conversations would get serious too. I
Yes.
Yo.
mean,
Yes.
But I think my point that I'm making is it ended up being something that everybody enjoyed. Like it ended up being
Yeah.
that thing. Like people used to be like, man, I was having a bad day, but when I went in your group, y'all motherfuckers was getting it in. So I just was like, let me keep it up. Let me, continue to do it and kind of see what happens. We had an award ceremony. We had a award show.
you
We
had a
did all
school. I
type of shit, man.
Nice.
get
Yeah,
that.
we did
Well,
all
Yes.
type.
see, that's this.
Yes.
This is life, though. It all starts with an idea.
Ooh.
And it depends on how far we willing to go with it. Everybody has an idea, but it's where you going to push it, or like the next level you going to take it to. So I love it. Just like the idea of my book, that could have been sitting forever and me never writing it. But I'm like, you know what? My grandchildren, my great grandchildren, my great great grandchildren, they're gonna be able to do book reports on me.
Right.
It's that yes.
And they're gonna be able to say, here's my grandma's book. She wrote this. And she grew up with a learning disability and
It's
all of that. So it's
yeah.
just the idea, just the thought, like, okay, let me do that's I have this saying, kick push.
Yes, I
So
love that.
so it's my kick push when I have that thought, where like my business. So I'm a florist in the DMV area. So if anybody's on here and you're in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area,
Mm-hmm.
please go follow the Curtis Array on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram and Facebook. Mother's Day is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So love on your
Mother's Day.
mamas. Yes, I'm going to place the ad up in
Yes.
here. Sit. So, but yeah, just like the pandemic grew my business, you know, where I had the idea in 2017. The pandemic had happened in 2020. People couldn't get to folks. So they
Right.
was like, oh, Joy does flowers. Let me hit Joy up. I can't get to see my mother on Mother's Day. So and so is
Mm-hmm.
sick. So and so got COVID. Can you just drop the flowers off on the porch? If I had been like, I'm not selling no flowers, so this is a waste,
Yeah.
you know, what I'll be short. I mean, I'll be missing out on some money. Now it has taken me some time. Like this is year 6.
Okay.
So they say usually
Wow.
businesses
It's been
fail after
so-
3.
wow.
Businesses
Wow.
usually fail after 3. And it's just the thing of people keep ordering. And there are plenty of
Love
days
it.
where I'm like, I don't feel like doing this.
Mm.
I'm tired of being an
Yeah.
entrepreneur. But
Mm-hmm.
because I got orders to fill, I can't
Mm-hmm.
leave people hanging.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So it's that kick push that I got to keep moving, you know.
Yeah.
And how has that moved you forward as a black woman? I mean, because we
Mm.
hear these these wonderful stories about black women in different areas of life and kind of fighting for equality as far as pay. But now you got all of these black women who are entrepreneurs. So kind of talk
Yeah.
about how that's kind of
So,
evolved you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's good. You know, as Black women, we can be so tough and so hard on each other.
Mm.
And I have never really felt the energy, or I just didn't pay attention. Like people like let them haters be your motivators. And I'm like, I got haters, where they at? Like
Mm.
I mean, I never recognize them because I'm like, I'm doing my thing. I'm not out here looking for
Mm. To see
Right.
who
who
hate.
got a problem with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause okay,
Mm-hmm.
just like I know a bunch of other African American florists in the area,
Mm-hmm.
but I could sit there and be on their page and be like, oh, why am I not doing this? And why I didn't get this order and why no, I run my business the way I run my business.
Yes.
But not everybody looks at it that way. I think we're starting to, just like with the mental health, I think things are changing. I feel there is a change and a shift in it. But as Black women, I have seen, with me being in business, I have
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of support. And maybe it's just the people that I surround myself with.
Absolutely.
Because there are some folks, like I have somebody around me, and they be like, Joy, did you see this post? And da da da. And I'm like, what do you have in your feed? Like, I don't have those videos. I don't have those memes. I don't have those people in my feed on my Instagram or on my social media at all. So I see, for me on my end, I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving us, and I love the progression, and I feel like we killing it. And I got friends that are around me that are in business, and we support each other. Like I have this Joy. Do you know somebody that does this, and this? I sure
Yes.
do. Let's
Yeah.
get this here.
Yeah.
And I'm getting referrals left and right.
Right.
So I see it and I love it. I feel good about it.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
know what, Joy, to piggyback on what you said, I am seeing more of that like networking
Yes.
within, like I guess networking within your network. Because usually sometimes people feel like, okay, I'm going to start a business. So let me go to, let's say somebody who works at 1-800-Flowers and see how they do it. No, start with your own network. Because that is
Mm-hmm.
honestly, that's how you're really going to build with people that are kind of working
Yep.
at the same level, at your same pace. And I have noticed more people are starting to do that, where I think as before people thought like, oh, I can't either partner with this person because they're too low. I need a more bigger audience. So let me try to go
Mm.
or for whatever. But
Now they will say that and
they will.
I can't trip off of them. They who is for me will be for me.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep.
But they like, oh, how many followers? And I
Oh,
remember when I first started, I would look at
What?
that and I'd be
I
like, how
know that.
many so and so got?
How many
And
followers? So your followers
Yeah,
is a equivalent to your business? Like I'm
right.
confused.
Isn't that something?
yeah, yeah, like they
Okay.
Jesus following, got that following.
Wow. That's crazy.
But yeah, so I mean, but I
It's crazy how social media has tapped into everything.
Just everything.
That's
everything.
It's
crazy.
crazy.
I mean, it has its pros and its cons. It
Yes.
does.
Hmm.
It has its pros and its cons, and I'm grateful because it definitely I have gotten customers from all of the platforms. I've gotten customers from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
That's what's up.
everything. I've gotten customers, and but I use it for good, but I also put good energy out there.
Yes.
Good. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta put good energy out there. I'm not talking down about anybody. I'm not belittling somebody's business. I'm just not gonna say nothing at all. Be like, oh, okay.
Right.
I keep it to myself.
Yep.
Hmm
I just wanted to be more people aware of a lot of stuff that's going on in our community, and people who are you just say this is your 6th year. Like that's not a small feat, especially with
Right.
rising everything, like everything at once, not just gas, not just houses, not just
Yes. Yes.
everything all at once across the board, and you still in business. That
Yes.
says a lot about you. That says a lot about
Yes.
the
Thank
foundation of your
God.
business, how you conduct
Mm-hmm.
business. It
Yes.
just says a lot. So that's why when you mention about, let me see how many likes they got, I'm just like, what? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's crazy. Like,
But
that's,
I mean, but you gotta be willing to put yourself out there too,
yeah,
though.
I agree.
So, and where I'm a introvert extrovert, like I'll put myself out there, but then I might need a day to gather my energy back up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Where I don't want to be bothered.
Yes.
Right.
But I know to grow my business, I have to put myself out there, and I got to connect with some people that I may not necessarily feel like connecting with,
Right.
or but have the same mind frame as me.
Yes.
Not people that's, I mean, I ain't judgy, but not people that is all, I don't know.
The energy might not be the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the energy
Exactly.
might
Their
not be the
energy
same.
may not be the same. Now, I'll serve you up some flowers all day long. You call me and you drop that money, I
Yeah,
got you.
absolutely. Yeah,
Not all money is good money. Not all
absolutely.
money is good money.
That is
Because
facts.
I've had some indecent proposals, and I'm like,
What?
yeah, nah, I ain't delivering them flowers. Nah, I ain't delivering them flowers.
That's crazy. And decent proposals. It's some weirdos
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah. So you know how people
Weirdos.
I mean, people messy. People
I know.
messy.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess for me, my little circle that I'm in, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't really out there with the. Let me not say that. I'm not as close to the public probably as you get, because I'm here and I'm on camera versus being face to face. Now, like I say, my inbox, I've heard some shit. I hear some stuff, and some of the stuff I'll be like, I can't ask nobody this because I don't even want to. I don't like.
People are
So I just
messy.
recently put up a post in the group, and I just did it randomly to see what people would think. And it was about a dude, and the dude was asking him what was his, his weirdest sexual position, and the dude was like, he take his head
Oh my God.
between his legs. I was like, wait, what? What?
Yes. Yes.
I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
Joy. And she won having a conversation. Yeah, I'm just imagining. I'm like, yo,
I,
yo.
I couldn't believe that. And he was saying it so nonchalantly, like, yeah, I'm like,
That's what I do. Yeah, he was like, that's what I do. So I mean, so for me, sometimes I do bring different shit like that to the table
Yes.
just to switch up the vibe. Not to say that I'm involved or
Yeah, yeah,
I want
yeah.
to be involved, just to see what people gonna say, and it ended up being a funny ass post. I was just like, that's crazy.
No,
But I
and
think,
I hear you. That
but I
would, but
think,
that would be the one that it'd be like Joy has left the chat.
right. And I mean, and it ain't, and like I say, everything ain't for everybody. But again,
Right,
it ties
exactly.
into, something bringing everybody together. And I think
Yes,
the ultimate goal is that's what the group is. It kind of brings everybody
yes,
together.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody shares their perspective. I mean, even here, we used to do a room on Wednesday or Thursday nights. I can't remember what night now, but we used to do a room in the evenings. And these rooms, Joy, it's like first it's like the comedy part, then we talk about the social, stuff. Then it
Yeah.
turns into therapy because somebody might
Yes.
say
Yes,
something, and everybody like, wait, what?
yes,
And then you got the
yes.
people that's kind of educated in that
I
line of
love it.
work. Now they directing people on what they should be
I love
doing
it.
and their thoughts and
It's
you just
another
like,
form of networking. It's
yeah, I
another
mean,
It's
and,
form of
another form of
and
networking.
network.
networking, but then just getting healed as well because
Yes,
you didn't come in that room thinking you was gonna leave that room looking for a therapist. I mean,
yes,
somebody helped you get to that point. So
yeah.
I just say the platform overall has kind of superseded, what I thought it was going to do, and even like
And
your
I'm
business,
proud
it
of you,
still
Kevin.
did.
I'm
Yeah,
proud of
even
you, little Kevin.
I mean,
I'm proud.
listen, like I say, it's amazing what we can come up with,
Yes,
thought wise, and then kind of see how it kind of
I
builds, and
love it.
it is. It's crazy. And then wanting to bring Amachi on was to me and my idea the perfect spin because I've known Amachi for so long now, and we
Hmm.
always been cool. And this is kind of what she went to school for. So I was like, well,
Nice.
Yeah.
why not? And I mean, she always got now. I don't say a wild side because everybody has their own personality, but a lot of people who know Amachi might not know Amachi like I know Amachi. So I was like, let me bring Amachi on that way. Now people can kind of see who Amachi is because somebody inboxed me when we was talking about Chance the Rapper and when his girl, I mean when
Yes.
he went out, and he was hitting the girl on the butt, and so
Oh yeah.
Amachi was like, when I'm out the country, I'm on tables and couches.
I'm
And
on
somebody
table.
inboxed me, it was like, did she
I'm
really
on
say
table.
that? I was like, yeah, that's
I'm
what she
on
do.
table. So we just gotta get just gotta get used to
She
that.
do.
Amazing. And me, I'm clutching the pearls all day, every day. I'm terrible. My friends, they like, Joy, you are such a tight ass. I'm like,
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm
That's
telling
it
you.
would
crazy.
behoove you to get off of that table, Macy.
See, see,
Yes.
but that's the connection though, because
Right.
ain't nobody gonna be looking forward to that. They're gonna be
Yes.
like, wait, that's you remember she was like that in school? I
Right.
don't
Yes, I
know.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
know, I mean, it's always so. What's one of your proudest moments? Like, because I was gonna ask about the dynamic of the business, like because I know husband got to be involved. I know if the kids
yeah.
around, they got to be involved once you got started. So how? I mean, was this something where it kind of brung the family together, like the business, or like kind of how did
Hmm.
that?
Good
Like how
question.
did that?
So when I started the business, whenever I go into business, because let me tell you, I've done had so many. I used to have a cleaning business. I
I
used
remember
to
that.
have a I used to have a daycare.
I remember that.
Mm.
I used to sell dessert cups.
I don't remember
Mm.
that.
I mean, I've done it all. I've done it all. But whenever I start a business, I'm like, Joy, this is your business. You can't really depend on other people
Right.
because this is your business. So you gotta make sure you carry the weight
Okay.
of
Right.
it. But I be strong arming these people around
Oh, I
here.
already know. I already
Yep.
know. I already know.
Yep.
Yeah, so like my parents, my dad is 83, my mom is 82. My father, he prints up the note cards
Oh
for the
wow.
deliveries.
That's what's
Wow.
My
up.
mother, she goes to pick up the deliveries from the warehouse.
See?
They know her.
Wow.
They know
See?
her there. They she a little old lady, so they put the boxes in her truck in the car for her. You know, my son, he makes the deliveries for me.
See?
See,
My
that's
daughter, she's my admin. She puts the stuff on the schedule and everything.
That's where I was
And
going. That's where I was going, man.
mm-hmm.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so happy to
So
hear I'm so happy to hear all that because that's exactly kind
Yeah,
of where I was going, because the narrative is, as a family we can't do business together. That's
Oh yeah.
bullshit.
it's
Oh
bull.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
bullshit. We can't do business together as long as we doing it the right way. Like, come
Oh
on, man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So I
crazy.
mean, and I don't have any problems out of them. No issues or anything. Everybody's all good. Like today was a last minute order. I needed my son to wake his butt up and go deliver these flowers before 7 o'clock. While and
Yeah.
they keep it moving while I'm at my 9 to 5.
Right.
True.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
You
Yeah.
know, they keep things moving. I'll have weddings and all of these other events. My husband, he gets up in the morning and was like, all right, what needs to go in the truck? He's the
Wow.
muscle. He puts all the stuff in the truck. He meets me at the place, takes it all out.
Yeah.
You know.
See? See?
So I mean, it's a family affair.
Well, let me
It
let
really
me let me
is.
let me
Like
let me
that.
tell you let me tell you this. We got something coming up in October. And
Okay.
if we get it finalized, I'm gonna be on your line,
Okay.
just so you can, because we're thinking about doing a gala for our nonprofit Type Inc. And we it's
I
gonna be
love
like
it.
our coming out. It's gonna be like our coming out event. And
Y'all
so
should do an adult prom.
we that's in the works. That's in the works. But since this is like our first coming out, we want to introduce like everybody involved with the organization, the board
Hmm.
members.
I get it. I understand.
Kind of thank some of the donors who helped us out thus far, and then get into different, because I thought about that, and like the sneaker ball, just
Yes.
any
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
thing that kind of brings people out and
Yes.
help the community, kind of bond, because that's what we want to do. But
You know.
when I'm sorry, but when I asked about the business, I wanted to hear that piece, because
Yes.
whenever we talk about business, we always tend to say, "Oh, we can't do business together." And you just gave us, an example of that it can work, because everybody
Oh
kind of
yeah.
plays their part.
Oh yeah. Everybody plays their part. They know their part. You know. And it's good. It's good over here. And but not everybody is that way.
Right,
Not every family can function
right,
in
Yeah.
harmony.
Yes.
right.
And I come from a long line of entrepreneurs, and I got cousins that have businesses and things, and some have worked out. Some work out. We working with each other, and some not. But we still
Hmm.
family, so we
Right,
still good.
right.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
so happens that I am very blessed and fortunate to have the people that I have surrounding me, but
Mm.
also because I put it back out there. You
I
know,
like that.
Right,
I
right,
like that.
right.
Yes.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
put it back out there. I'm
because like
not
I say,
selfish.
when I saw the
Yeah.
arrangement and I end up talking to you and you told me that,
Yeah,
I mean, one, I couldn't think about that, but then when you told me,
right.
that makes sense. Like it makes sense that my brother would reach out to you for you to do that. Like, so I was like, yeah, it
But
makes
it
sense.
wasn't even your brother; it was somebody else, and I didn't know
Hmm.
until I got there and I
Oh, I thought
saw
it was my
who.
brother. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I
wow,
saw whose funeral it was, and I was like, "Oh, I know these people."
Wow.
wow,
So yeah, so
wow.
that you
That's what's up.
that's
Yeah.
why I pride
That make it
myself.
even better. That's what's up.
Yes, I pride myself on putting good energy and good vibes out there. I
Yeah,
really do, and I try to
Yes.
encourage other people to do the same. Because it comes back on you when you put positive out there. Positive comes back. You
Yes. Yeah.
know.
so
I'm a
listen,
firm believer in
so
that.
so I'm glad you mentioned that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm put you in the hot seat for the
Go.
for for the end. No, it ain't like a hot seat, but just
Oh, okay.
you we've all been in the DMV area. Grew up. We've been there long enough to know. But now we see kind of what the DMV area is today. Like it's really, you see how your face changed, and that's just the sentiment of when you're from there and you look at how it is. You like that. I mean, yeah, we had our little this and then that, but these youngins is, oh my god, like it's so dramatic.
Man.
So let's play, if you were the mayor, right? If you were the
Hmm.
mayor and you were in your first 100 days, what would be some of the things you would like to see, or be some of the things that you would implement to try to help this troubled city?
That's a tough question,
Yes,
Kevin.
that is.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's a lot that needs to be done.
Just something that you
But
that I mean,
here's the thing for me, where I don't see the gentrification as a bad thing. Only bad thing I see out of it is that it's pushing our people out.
yes,
Yeah, clean it up, build it up, make it nice and pretty, but we got to be able to stay here. You
right,
know, we got to be able to buy property here,
right,
you know. And yes, the property value is high. I get it. But we should be able to, like, Berry Farms, they shouldn't have never been able to take that over. First of all, that was left for the enslaved, the former enslaved people. They
yeah,
shouldn't have never been able to take that
I
from
agree with
us.
that.
So we should have had a arm to arm chain link fence around that joint so they couldn't tear it down. But there's nothing we can do about that now.
Right,
But I feel like it's a lot. We need some mental health
Mm, mm, mm-hmm.
situations going on, centers on every corner, some counselors, you know, to help out these people because we hurting mentally. And the pandemic, where it helped a lot of us out, but it hurt a lot of us too,
Yeah, yeah.
mentally, financially. But I that is something I would have to figure out. That would be my main goal, is to figure out some type of resource
Yeah.
for mental illness, not just mental health, because mental health is good thoughts are mental health,
right,
but
right,
I'm talking mental illness,
right,
you know, because there's a lot of us struggling,
yeah,
and that leads to homelessness
right,
because, you know, your family, they can't do it no more.
Yeah.
You know, and people looking at you like, oh, you put so and so out. Yeah, so and so was tearing up my house.
yeah, yeah,
So and so was
So
tearing
and
my
so,
house on drug, on drugs.
yeah,
I mean, I
so and
hate.
so was stealing money from me.
yeah.
I can't believe you threw your daughter out. I'm sorry, but
But it's always crazy how somebody can talk about your situation, but they not wearing your shoes though. That's crazy.
well, let
I
them
mean,
come
it's
live with you. Let them
yeah,
come live with
yeah,
you.
yeah,
If you so concerned, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's so
I mean,
true.
I just see it. I just see it overall. And somebody just mentioned that mental illness is paramount. And it really is. But I also do think that just the breakdown of the family, like the way
Yeah.
the welfare system completely took the father out of the house and kind of
Yes.
just broke the family up. I would rather see us, along with what you're talking about, make that like an alignment where we start
Exactly.
talking about these conversations about family and really digging deep and finding out, why are some of the issues arising that we have in our families. Because if we think about it, it's really not as deep as we try to make it to be. We just don't want to talk about it. I mean, because everybody have these little family secrets. And I remember when the R.
True.
Kelly thing came out and everybody was talking bad about R. Kelly. I said, but what about your uncle that used to live in the basement that used to do the same shit? Ain't nobody say nothing to him, and he still come to
Wow.
Christmas dinner every year.
It just
Oh,
ain't on video. That's
You
all.
know what
it's
I'm saying? I mean, y'all so quick to talk, put your energy
yeah,
towards
but
a celebrity, somebody you don't know. But what about the nigga that's living in your basement that's doing it every time you gotta walk
Yeah.
past to get your clothes out to dry? Like, come
this is
on,
Right.
like,
true.
let's keep it
Yeah.
100.
But
You know what
Kevin,
I'm saying?
absolutely, that's so
So,
true.
I mean, I just think that the mental health component is important, but I also like to talk about it so freely, so that way it don't have to be this weird conversation. Taraji P Henson, when she went up on the hill, I was like, wow, like because I wouldn't have known that she was dealing with all that if she didn't tell nobody. And then again, if you don't let nobody in, then we don't know that you need help.
Right.
We won't
Yeah,
be able to
yeah,
identify that
That's
we
why I
need to
bring it
be.
up.
Yeah,
That's why I bring it up every
yeah,
time I'm talking.
yeah.
Because
Because
I
it's
mean,
that
that's how
serious. It's that
comfortable
serious.
it's that serious, and
It's
that's
that
how
serious.
comfortable I am. That's
Yeah,
how
with
I,
it and talking about it. Yeah,
yeah.
because I think a lot of times, and especially, I want to say the adolescents, like the adolescent um kids that are out here doing most of the crimes, doing all that. It's just, and I know that term, like, oh, it's a cry for help, may sound cliche,
It
but when you
is.
look about mental health and all that, it is, because a lot of these kids don't have no one to talk to. It's a stigma to it, it's all of that. God knows how their home situation is. So it's just something that's going to have to become
Well,
more aware and awareness.
that's why I remember during the pandemic, I would just my children were out of school during the pandemic, so I didn't have to worry about the online learning and all that other stuff. But I was just thinking about children that really only go to school so they can have lunch.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, what happened to the
I
So,
saw a
and
documentary
or
about that. I didn't even think that it was that deep. It's that
it
deep.
is.
Like
and
pe- like
or
like
they
like parents are literally sending their kids
No, it is.
to specific schools because they know they're gonna eat breakfast
No,
anymore. I was like, damn, for real?
it's a,
yes,
Damn.
or or they getting out the house to get away from that family member that's no
whoever may
good.
be.
Right. That's
Yeah, school
exactly.
was, wow. Yeah, going to
So
school
I
was.
mean that hurt me to my heart. Like, oh my gosh. So it messed up, like I said, it messed up a lot of people. It messed
Mhm.
up a lot of people. The mental illness took over. Like, you could just drive down the street any time of day
Yep.
and see somebody
Yep. Talking
luncheon.
to
Just
themselves or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I remember one time
yeah.
me and Gianna was in the car and we saw a man and he was talking to himself and she was like, Daddy, why is he talking to himself? I said, Boo, he's just having a great he's just having a bad day. Cause I didn't really want to get into because
Yeah.
I didn't know what was wrong with him either,
Yeah.
but I just say he having a bad day, Boo. Like he
Hmm.
probably just trying to figure something out. She was like, but he talking to himself and he answering himself. I said, boo, sometimes people trying to figure it out. That's what they do. I said, because we do
Yeah.
that sometimes. Like you be
It's
walking
okay,
around the house looking
Gianna.
for
I
your
do it
keys. You be
too.
like, I
Yeah.
could have sworn I put my goddamn key. Oh,
Yeah.
that
You
Yeah.
must
talk
be.
to
Oh,
yourself.
you be
Yeah.
talking to yourself.
I
Like
be
so.
You
doing it.
talk to, that's true.
On a
Yeah,
good day, I be doing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I was trying to just give her that so it's not too much. But in hindsight of that, I remember one time I was right before I was about to move here. I had a lot of stuff in my house that I wanted to give away because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to fit everything in my truck. So then as I'm doing that, I'm asking my mother, I'm like, Mom, you got anything you want to give away? I reached out to my man Hood, my other two partners. I'm like, man, y'all got some stuff y'all want to give away. So eventually we just start asking people just in general, do y'all have anything that y'all want to give away? And I was riding around northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, and just giving stuff out. I mean,
Right.
different
Mhm.
areas that I knew people, who were homeless. I would just get stuff out. And guess who I had with me?
Gianna.
Gianna.
I had
Yeah.
Gianna with me, so that way she can see.
But you
There
gotta
are
do that.
people that are dealing with less than you. I mean, I don't want you to get so
You
not
gotta drop them
brainwashed, but get
seeds.
so
You do.
comfortable that you think it's other people that's not as blessed as you are. They don't have iPads, they don't have phones, they don't have a
Yeah.
toothbrush, they don't have a shower, they don't have people giving them. They don't have they don't wake up and eat breakfast like you. They don't get dinner like you. I said these people out here surviving, with what people like me do. And I was
Yeah.
doing it regularly. Like I was doing it like it seemed
Mm.
like every weekend that I had her, I had some stuff and we would go out early in the morning and drop this stuff off. And then she'd be like, Daddy, can I give him the stuff? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And so now in my mind, I'm giving her an idea of giving back,
That's putting that
That's
understanding
good
that
right.
energy
if
out
I'm
there.
blessed,
Yeah.
I want to be a blessing as well. So I thought that was good too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm gonna just start asking everybody that, depending on where they are in the part of the area,
Yeah.
even if they in Philly, like because there's shit going on in Philly and shit
That's
going on
everywhere.
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 Yeah, I just
Yes.
want to know like if people had an opportunity and they were in a position, like what would they try to
Yeah.
change to help impact their city? Because me, I mean, I'm along the lines with you, mental health, but like I say, I would like to see the family,
Yeah.
family dynamic kind of get back to where it used to be. Because I remember, I mean, we used to watch the Huxtables and Live in
Mhm.
Color, and we all had to be in the house when we did that. But we did used to eat at the table, together. My mother would be like, "No, ain't no
Yeah.
going upstairs, or everybody gonna sit at the table. We gonna eat dinner." Now you probably ain't talk much, but you
Yeah.
ate at the dinner. I mean, you
We
ate
ate
dinner at the table.
exactly. Yeah.
Then you went and watched TV for a couple hours. Then you branched off and you did your own thing. And it's just like now we don't do that at all no more. Like I
No.
mean, I
Yeah.
know
No.
Angel likes to, I think we gonna do Sunday dinner at my sister's house. I'm like, all right, bet. And I mean, I'm cool with it because it's nothing, nothing strange about it. It's just you go there, you eat, we talk about, the current event or whatever's happening, and then you eat, and then everybody, the ladies might go do whatever, the guys go watch the games,
Mhm.
but at least you came together. And I just feel like it's not
Yes.
enough of that together time that we're coming together. Because when I see us on TV and I see us on social media, I just get so tired of
Mm.
certain things, the twerking and the bonnets
It's
and
cringe
the
work. It's
I
cringe.
mean,
Worthy.
I'm just me. I'm just tired of it. Like I'm literally tired of us
Yeah.
always
Mhm.
saying what we don't have, but ending up doing nothing about it. Like we don't do
Right.
Mm.
anything to better ourselves. Like what the white man don't do and what they. But listen, but how you expect to get anything when you walking around? You got all these tear drop tattoos on your face.
Tattooed on you.
You making videos on TikTok with your gut.
Yeah.
Like what is that? Like
Well,
I
that's
mean,
because they don't want that. They don't really want what they think they want. They don't
Mm.
want
Yeah.
no, and not saying you have to compromise yourself by any means, but you gotta do take a pause.
yeah,
You gotta pause and think like, all right, I might be doing too much, or okay, if
Yes.
this is who I am, okay, this is the job that I'll be able to get. I know I'm not going to be able to work over here and with a suit and tie, or I might need to put a little foundation on to cover up my
yes,
my,
Yes.
my tats.
Yeah.
Right, but that I don't know.
There's just no, I guess it's like there's just no filters no more. There's just no,
No, no filters,
yeah.
none, none.
It's almost like, and then there's no, like, I want to say ambition, because what they do, they're not even, no one's thinking about the future. No one's thinking about any of that. So
No,
I
but
agree.
that I think that when you say nobody's thinking about the future, a lot of people are thinking we all gonna go sometime. Like we are so
Mm,
desensitized
mm,
to death,
yes.
mm, mm.
and like so and so got killed or so and so this happened, and it's all on the news. I have not
But I'm
watched.
not though. I'm not though. Cause I mean, one of the things that I have learned from Pastor Jenkins in my days at First Baptist Church of Glenard was empathy. And
Yeah.
he was like, if you watching a commercial or you looking at TV and something happens that's, sad, traumatic or whatever, and it
Oh, that's
doesn't
me.
touch you,
I'm an empath.
he
I'm
was
an
like,
empath.
you
That's
gotta check
me.
yourself. He was like, you gotta check yourself because
Yes.
Because it
that
should.
should not be the norm. Something traumatic shouldn't be so normal that it doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it does. I mean, it's times, Joy. I gotta literally. I tell Macy I gotta give myself 2 or 3 weeks. I can't be on social media, or I gotta give myself
Yeah.
It's just too
a
much.
couple days because it's too much. Like I mean, because again, if it's a story, I know about it. Sometimes Angel be like, "Boo, you heard about this?" I'd be like, "Yes." She be like, "How you know?" I'd be like, "You gotta imagine people who know I do this. Just you heard about this? You heard about this? You heard about it's just all in my head. Like the youngin' in Suitland on the bus with
Hmm.
the gun. I heard about that yesterday.
Yeah.
The 13-year-old boy. I forgot what city or state this was in, but a 13-year-old shot a 20-year-old. They talking about they gonna give him charge him as an adult. Oh, is it Georgia? Georgia. It's in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
It's one of these cities in Georgia, and they say that in Georgia, 13 years of age or more, depending on your crime, they charge you as an adult. I'm like, wow.
Mm.
Yeah, so this little boy, 13, he killed this other man, young man, 20 years old. So it's like I do see what's going on. Sometimes I can't comment on it because I know it's going to be
Yeah.
some rebuttal. Like somebody I'm gonna say
Yes.
this, somebody gonna say that. And so
Yeah.
sometimes I just hear about it
That's
and I
why I
don't say
don't
nothing.
comment on a lot of posts.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I just
True.
Because
Yes.
you
I'm
heard
not
about this? Yeah, I heard about that shit. You
yeah,
heard about
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard
A
about
lot
that
of
shit.
time I'm not commenting
Yeah.
because okay, so I have a guilty pleasure. I watch true crime. All I
Um,
I love me some true crime.
me
Okay.
Okay.
too. Like I
Oh my God.
channel and all that. Do you watch?
Okay.
I watch that all the time. All the time.
Okay.
Obsessed with
All
First
righty.
48, Dateline.
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta
I
watch out
like
for y'all. Okay.
like even in the car, like I have
Mm-hmm.
not listened to music in I don't know how long because I'm on the podcast
The
listening to
podcast.
Dateline True Crime. Like, oh my
Yes,
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Terrible.
Wow.
Terrible.
it
Wow.
is. I mean,
Terrible.
to the point where, and I don't know, Joy, if you like me, to the point where I've become. Well, I told myself to get out of it. I've become paranoid because it's like
Yes.
the weirdest crimes. You're like, oh my God, you become paranoid because you're like, if this could happen to such and such in Omaha, Nebraska, I'm done.
Honey, my husband went for a work trip 2 weeks
Terrible.
to New Orleans.
Y'all terrible, man.
2 weeks to New Orleans. I I was at home. I was laying there. I took a flight the next day to New Orleans. I was like, I'm coming down there.
You couldn't stay in the house by yourself? See that? You gotta stop watching that shit.
It will make you
Like
paranoid.
somebody looking in the window and shit. Good
I
night,
did come
Joy.
back home by myself, but I flipped every light on. I was like, they're gonna know me. I'm here.
Yeah, because it's the weirdest. I mean, it'd be the weirdest crimes. You just like, oh, there's people like that out here. Okay, I got
Yes.
you.
And I have knives, stun guns all around me. Like somebody gonna get it. Somebody is going to get it. All of it.
Those shows,
And I can't have a gun because I get scared and shoot somebody that I ain't got no business shooting. So I won't have a gun. So you might get poked, but you'll be all right.
I mean, listen. We at the end of the day, we got to protect ourselves. I mean,
Yes, yes,
I mean,
Yes.
me on the other hand, I would consider myself a responsible gun owner.
yes,
You know,
yes.
Macy, she's a responsible gun owner.
Good,
It
good.
didn't shock me. It didn't shock me, but when she told me, I was like, I can kind of see that. You
You
jumping on
gotta
couches and
it's
tables and shit. I can
right.
kind of see you. Okay, I can kind of see that.
Didn't I tell y'all in the beginning of this thing that I'm on medicine? I can't have no gun.
Hey, so listen. So let's close. With something. Let's close on something that we always have fun with, right? We're
Go
gonna
ahead.
close on something that we always have. So you've been married. How long you been married?
6 years.
Okay,
Second time around, 6 years.
second one.
Yep.
6 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So we talked about this a couple weeks back, and it kind of, it didn't go left, but I still kind of want to ask just to see, right? Just to see. Not necessarily you and your relationship, but I know you know other married couples. I know you got friends that's probably dealing with men or whatever. So the question was, do you think, do you think in a relationship, if the man makes less money than his spouse, is he still able to lead the relationship? Now, let me say this before you answer. Let me say this. When I asked my co-host this nigga was like, "You mean like lead the house?" I'm like, "No, nigga, the relationship." She's talking about this. You mean like just say what we doing in the house? I'm like, "No."
I
No.
mean, I need some clarity too. What we talking
No,
about?
so in the relationship, the man is the head, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He's the provider. He's the when we gonna make decisions, you give him your input, he come back to you and say, okay, look, we gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that even though and we just talked about how women are making all this money and they kind of up in the upper echelon now. So is it possible that if a man and a woman is together and he makes less money than his spouse, does he still have the same opportunity to lead the relationship?
What day of the week is it?
Payday, payday, payday. It's payday. Damn it.
Oh, then this
Damn,
your
y'all
house,
terrible.
Daddy. Then if it's payday, it's your house.
See, that's that bullshit.
Ah,
That's that bullshit, man. No, seriously.
Okay,
Because
no,
it's,
seriously.
because it's a conversation, right? Because it's a lot of women who talk about they need a man to make, this and this and
Yes. Yes.
but but it's a lot of brothers, and I'm just speaking for the brothers who might be in my situation. It's a lot of brothers who came up, on the wrong side of the fence, had to take some time off to
Mm-hmm.
get life back right. And
Mm-hmm.
when your name is in the system, it's hard for you to get certain type of jobs and clearances
Uh-huh.
and stuff. So you can't make as much money. And if you go to college, you don't graduate. I'm just saying, like,
I get it. I
you know what I
know.
mean?
we get it. Yeah, we
I
get it.
So
definitely I
can the man still confidently lead the relationship even though he make less money?
yes.
But you thought about it. Why'd you have to think about it?
I didn't have to think about it. I was trying to get my yes out.
Oh, you was trying. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, okay.
No,
So,
no, no. So I'm just so I hear you. And it is a I don't it's tough to I'll admit it is tough to think
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
It is definitely tough to think that. And it really depends on the day. Like no bullshit. Like
Like, you know what, Joy? Like I was
okay.
saying the last time I was just like, I think the woman's gonna have to make a conscious effort. Like, okay, he's still
mm-hmm.
gonna leave this relationship, even though, my money is, I'm making more, my money's making
Joy,
the money
she
that's
said that shit
moving the
so much.
household
My
together.
money. I'm like, it's not your money. It's your money.
No,
God
it's mine,
damn it.
man. It's mine.
It's yeah,
Oh,
but I just feel like
I worked and got married in my 40s. It's mine.
wow.
oh yes, it's mine. It's
It's
mine.
mine.
At the end of the day, I give
Okay.
you some of
Okay.
it to put in the joint account, but it's mine.
Just like
Wow.
just like you pay child support. That's your kid.
Mm, mm.
Wait. Okay. Maybe we'll talk about that offline.
I
But
was
okay.
I was going to say
Okay.
that's another topic though, Kevin. We need to talk about
That's
child
not.
support and
That's. I mean,
who's
Now
that's a good one.
I'll help and I assist wherever I can. But in a marriage, you know what you're getting yourself into. You do know what you at least
absolutely,
you should.
absolutely,
You should.
absolutely,
At least you should know what you're getting
absolutely.
yourself into
And I
when
mean,
you getting into a
even
marriage.
with the child support thing, though, man. The only reason why I would say, I mean, we can do it, but the only reason why I would say it's not a real conversation for me is because I feel like just knowing, just understanding how I grew up and how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
There's no there. Excuse me. There's no other way for me to deal with child support other than me dealing with it. Because Joy just
Mm,
said it. It's your child. It's.
yeah.
I mean, will I need help and asking my spouse help from me? Hey, look, I had to do this. Can you
Right.
not? Can you
Right.
pay child support? No, I'll take care of
Right.
what I need to take
Right.
care of. But now that I did that, I'm a little light on this. Can I? Can I get?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Give
got
me
you.
after that.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Definitely.
saying. So I mean, just knowing how I was raised, and I wouldn't. I mean,
You're gonna put
because
that on somebody.
Yeah,
that's
no. No, but there are some jokers that do.
Yeah, I
oh,
was gonna
Try
say,
to.
yeah, there are, yeah.
listen.
And guess
I,
what? There's some women that are willing to do to
Yes.
pay that for them.
I used to take up for the guys. I really did. I mean, when I first started this group, I used to
For
take
what
up for the
guys?
guy. I'm just saying. I mean, in conversations, I used to take up for the men, but now
Oh,
hearing
okay.
a lot of the stories
Yeah,
that
some is
women
just
tell me and some of the shit that get leaked into the group, I'll be like, wait, is this jokers out here really? This
yeah.
what they really doing? Like they
Yeah.
really in your house while you at work playing PlayStation all day? They not doing nothing.
Uh,
Like that's crazy. Like that, I ain't built like that.
Okay,
mm,
so look. So back in my probably late teens, early 20s, That was that thug passion. That was
That was that
He
Hennessy
can stay.
hypnotic, baby.
He can stay. Yeah, he can stay home. Like, okay, I'll just go on to work. You make yourself comfortable. Make sure you got something to eat.
Wow, y'all
While
niggas
going to
funny.
work.
give me some of that thug passion, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, I shouldn't have asked about this. I shouldn't have asked about this. I shouldn't have asked about this because this
I'm
is
just saying.
that goes
I'm
into
just
a
saying.
whole different dynamic. But
mm, mm.
but it's a conversation though. It
Yeah.
is a conversation though. I
And
mean,
I have a strong personality too. So I mean, I know when to bow out and be like, "You got it.
Yeah.
This you." And then I know when there are times where I'm like, "You got it," but really, it's like, "This what we gonna do
Uh-huh.
in real life,
in real life."
you gonna
Mhm.
whisper it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I gotta remember that for my own. I gotta remember that.
Yeah.
For your own.
We
Cause I'm like
we allow
I
y'all to
can't hear
think
you. I
y'all
can't hear you.
doing
What you say?
things.
I can't hear you. I
Yeah.
can't hear you. What you say? I can't. Huh? I can't hear you.
But no,
Right. We
Joy,
allow
you're
y'all to
right.
feel like y'all making the moves.
Yeah, it will still appear like it's
Wait,
your
why
idea. It will
your
still
neck
feel like
look
it's
like
your
it was about
idea.
to you?
I'm just saying. Because that's us. Y'all
Yeah, that's
here,
right.
but
We're
this
the
us.
neck. Yep. Yep.
I'm just
All
saying.
right. All right. I just so brothers, listen. Like I said, I always try to help the brothers out, man. I'm on y'all side, but on this one, it look like y'all gotta get
I'm
y'all
just
money up. Y'all gotta get y'all money up. Y'all gotta get y'all
no,
wages up.
Gotta
no,
get their
that's
money.
not what.
Yeah,
No,
that's not what. Yeah, no one has to get their money up
no.
unless they want to.
Man.
Unless they
I
want
mean,
to.
now I'm not gonna stop you from getting your money up.
Yeah, I just say yeah. I
No,
mean,
Yeah,
yeah. I know you're not gonna do that. You want to see them doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
okay.
we want. Yeah, we
I
want to
just
see your progression.
I just don't like this. I just don't like this narrative that just because a man might not make as much money as you, he still doesn't have the capacity or the brain power to lead the relationship. Like I just like, his money shouldn't be what drives his decisions. It should be his thinking, his mental, his matureness. You know what I'm saying? It's just
This is true. I
shouldn't be
agree.
his money. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I mean,
agree.
I know we get into this laughable conversation, but when I start
Yeah.
thinking, because I'm like, I ain't always had money, but
Right.
when I start
Yeah,
getting it, I had to figure out, okay, I need to pay this. I need to make sure I got this. I need to. I mean, all jokes aside now,
Yeah,
because now you're an
Andy,
adult.
Kevin getting it. Kevin
Nah,
getting it.
nah, I ain't getting it. I'm listen. I'm in the same boat as everybody else. Trust me, I'm in the same boat as everybody else, man. Trust me. But
uh,
but but I'm getting better at it. I'm learning how to
Yes.
do things a little
Yes.
better. I'm learning how to, I'm learning. And now some of the stuff that I'm learning, I'm sharing it with Angel. She like, oh yeah, I might try that too. So it's not like I'm trying to force anything. I might say she might ask me a question. I might say, oh well. I do it this way, and I might do this, and this, and then it's on her whether she. And then if she does it, she'll
No,
come
that's
back
the
and be like,
same over here.
"Yeah."
That's
She'll
the
come back and
exact
she'll be
same
like,
over
"Oh, you know
here.
what? I tried it this way, and it's working." So I mean, I just try to,
Yeah.
make a suggestion versus making it, the
like
end all
this
be
what you
all.
gotta do.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
just thought I would
That's
ask that. I just thought I
yeah.
would ask because it's always just I mean, Macy was like, you mean with my money? I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what's
mama. Yeah,
your
like
money? It's your
mm,
money. What you mean?
mm.
What you
You're
mean?
like, mm.
So
That
listen, so Joy, can you tell everybody again where they can find the book and tell them about where they can go on your website for the Curtis
yes.
Array?
Yes, yes, yes. So the book is on all, I guess, book platforms. It's not on Audible. I'm working on an audio book because that's what I do. I listen to audio
It's
books.
on Amazon though.
It's on Amazon. It's
It's
on
on
Barnes and
Amazon.
Noble. Uh, it's called The Wicked Stepmother, or Maybe Not. And it's a quick read. And I would appreciate it if you just bought it. Show some love, show some support. Also, I am the owner of the Curtis Array. I do floral arrangements for all events, whether it be funerals, weddings, day-to-day delivery, birthdays, holidays, whatever. And you can follow me on the
What's
Curtis
up, Three?
Array. Yep. On Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and thecurtisarray.com. So, or
TikTok.
DM
You
me
on
if you don't
TikTok
see
too?
something. Huh?
I like
You on
yes.
TikTok too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So if you see something, if you don't see something that you like or you need, just shoot me a DM and I'm like, yeah, I'll figure it out for you. Let's get it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
It's
Man,
9:30. It's about to be my bedtime, y'all.
no, it's all
Fine.
good. It's all good. I'm just looking. I'm just so it says that they have it on Kindle though.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can read it on Kindle. It's
Okay,
not on audio.
Yeah, it's just
not on
yeah.
audio. Okay, so it's a straight
Hmm.
read. Okay,
Yep, yep,
all
yep.
right. The Wicked
Hmm.
Stepmother, or maybe not. Look inside 934 paperback, 887
Hmm.
Kindle. All right.
Yep. Or you can just hit me up and I'll mail it to you where I don't have to cut the check to Amazon and all them.
I
So
know.
that's what I might do then. I might get you to send me like
Yeah.
3 copies, and then I'll give you the rate and you send to me. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all
Bet.
pray. I'm trying to get this thing in a movie before I die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I like
We
that.
gonna hold you
Yeah.
to that. Okay. We gonna hold you
Yes.
to that.
Yep,
I
yep,
make you
yep.
got a name before we got in.
Well, as always, just check me out at the MHE Effect. It's same on Instagram, same on Facebook, and that's it. That's all.
Listen, I haven't confirmed it yet, but I guess for the 18th is might be a young lady. She has a great story, a great background. She had a traumatic health episode that
Mhm.
is now allowing her to create her own podcast to talk about, giving yourself a head start. That's all I'm gonna say. And
Okay.
Oh,
it's I talked to her on the phone a little bit for about maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and there was another young lady, my man, his daughter introduced her to me because she told her that I do a podcast. She wanted some pointers on how to get started. So we talked, and so I told her, I said, look, soon as she told me she was shy, I said, listen, first of all, you just told me your whole situation. So you opened up to me, so you can't be that shy. I said, and second of all, I'm gonna help you not be shy no more because I'm gonna put you on the show so you can tell everybody your story. She was like, "No, I don't want to do that." I said, "Well, I'm gonna tell my co-host you're gonna do it. It's going to 18. I said, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record it. We can be over the phone. You don't have to be on video
okay.
yet. She was like, okay, thank you. So, but she does have a great story. I think younger women, I think she's 26, 27. So I think when she talks, it'll be for us too, but even the younger people. So I think it'll be
Good.
a good mix for the 18th when we come back. But yeah, that's it, man. Joy,
That's
we
All
appreciate you.
this is great. This
I'm
is
glad you.
great,
I'm glad
Kevin.
you.
I
I look.
appreciate
I'm
y'all.
glad you ain't go too far. I thought you was gonna go a little further, but God
No,
bless you for not going. Look.
it was the runway. It was the
When
runway
your
model for me.
listen,
Yes.
everybody, listen. When your phone was breaking up, I was like, yes, her phone is breaking up. Yes. I said she might not even be able to get back on. Yes.
Nope. I'm
Your ass
here.
pop back up. She
I'm
was like, okay.
here.
So what I was saying was, I'm like, oh Lord,
Ah,
oh
I
Lord.
love it. I love it.
No,
Well, we
but I
thank you,
appreciate
man.
you
We thank
all.
you.
I
We thank
thank
you.
you. I thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
keep
going
doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And like I say, we working on something probably in October. So if we get it scheduled, we're gonna let you know so
man,
you come and
listen,
do your
I'm
thing.
about to be a regular guest on this thing here.
Okay.
I got the link. I'm gonna be clicking in. They gonna be like, why the hell Joy trying to get in here?
Hey, 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 let me know. If we might be having some fun one night. I might say, oh shit, oh
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yes. Be
Hey,
like, why the
so
hell is Joy trying to get in on the chat? Yes,
hey,
I'm here.
hey. I ain't mad. Do your thing. I ain't mad at all. I ain't mad at all.
But
But like
thank
I
you, thank you,
tell,
thank you.
like
I appreciate y'all.
oh yeah, like I tell
Yeah, thank
everybody,
you,
man,
Joy.
be safe, be easy, be humble, be
Yes.
wise, be motivated. Most
Yes.
importantly, be better than you were yesterday, man. Y'all be safe, man. Be easy.
All right.
All
Bye.
right. God bless you.